Hello, it's your friend Professor Rick, and something has been brought to my attention recently that I don't think enough people are talking about, and I definitely think it needs to be talked about. And that is minors buying fursuits, minors commissioning fursuits. So I want to make it very clear that minors cannot legally enter a contract because they're minors. I actually just saw very recently on Facebook in one of the fursuit groups that there was a very, very young kid trying to get a fursuit commission. But it was the kid themselves that was trying to get the commission. And I did see people in the comments that were saying, hey, just so you're aware, a lot of fursuit makers will not go into contract with anyone under the age of 18. And that is the correct answer. I don't think a lot of people are really kind of explaining to minors why that is. It is not because we're trying to keep minors out of the fandom. Absolutely not. Because the easiest way to fix a situation like that is to talk to your parents. Get your parents to enter the contract for a commission. Because understand something very clear. A contract with a fursuiter does not go above the law. Minors cannot legally enter contracts because there needs to be parental consent. And unfortunately, as a fursuit maker, if you take that risk, which that's bad business practice if you are a fursuit maker and you are entering contracts with minors because you shouldn't be. There is risk and there should be risk because that minor cannot legally make that purchase. There's a lot of laws in place that prevent these things from happening. And that is why so many makers will say you have to be 18 or older. That is very normal practice. And I hate to say it, but if you are a minor, you are not going to be able to buy anything from a fursuit maker unless you're 18. If you're going to have someone over the age of 18 purchasing this for you, a guardian, a parent, hell, even an older sibling. You yourself cannot make these purchases. There are laws in place for a reason. It's to protect you, but also understand if you're the fursuit maker taking on this, you really shouldn't be. And it is a little bit concerning that, like, in this, it was a post that I saw this on. There were people offering their services. This is a minor that was under the age of working. So that should have been a huge red flag to, even if it was a new fursuit maker who doesn't know the law, which if you're a fursuit maker and you don't know the law, I have some bad news for you because you're probably going to be in a lot of trouble too. There are laws in place for a reason to protect you, to protect them. Your fursuit contracts that you make, they don't go above the law. But this individual, I don't know. First of all, this is a private group. I don't know why this post was even allowed because they even said their age in the post. You, as a minor, cannot enter purchases of that nature. There's nothing that says you can't buy something. You can buy whatever you want. But you're talking trying to get a commission that is thousands and thousands of dollars. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. There are laws in place. It's not something that's feasible. If you have parents that you can trust who are okay with the hobby, ask them. Talk to them. Work something out with them. If you have a sibling who's an adult that you have a good relationship with, talk to them. There are ways of getting that fursuit if you really want it, but understand you yourself cannot enter a legal binding kind of thing like that. There are laws. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that makes me the bad guy. But there's a reason that things are the way that they are. It's to protect everybody. Everybody involved. Okay? Simple enough. Sorry to be the bearer of the bad news, guys.